Look what's back in my life. This car.
Oh,
now
yeah.
It's affecting Mike's life.
Life is like that.
Anyway, when we were putting the motor in, my boy hit his arm on this reservoir and it popped it off and I couldn't get it back in, so we ended up just ordering a new one. But now it's got an air pocket somewhere in there, so I gotta bleed all the brakes. So Mike's staying behind tonight to help me out, so should be easy.
It'll be easy.
Be easy. Here it is. I just got done working on it again. So the brakes were really stiff. So let's start over. We got done with the car and my boy was putting the battery tray in or something, and he put his arm on this and broke the reservoir off. Well, not really, well, I don't know. But those rubber pieces popped out and this whole reservoir popped off of this. So I replaced it and I thought there was air in the line. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I replaced it and I thought there was air in the lines and it wasn't working right. The pedal was really hard to push, like there was no vacuum going to it. After a while I figured it was no vacuum. I had Mike come out and he was like, dude, usually when the brakes are hard there's no vacuum. So I was like, oh crap, why didn't I think of that? Like I didn't get it, but whatever. So I found the old master cylinder. It had an O-ring right here between the booster and the master cylinder. Now brakes work fine. So apparently the new one didn't come with the O-ring, so I pulled it all apart and put the O-ring back in. Now it works. And these little sensors, the clip broke, so I put zip ties on it. Oh, that one's not broke, it just needs to be forced the other way. But anyway, they unplugged and it was running. Idle was high, low, high, low, high, low. It's just all over the place. But now she's tip top. So my boy has my car and I have his, trying to figure out what's going on with it, and now I got it all figured out. So it's working great now. Well, I'm gonna drive it home tonight and let him know tomorrow. I did get brake fluid on the headlights. Didn't see it until after it did that. But anyway, he needs new headlights or get somebody to polish them up so he can see. But this car is working great now. We'll see how it does tonight. It should be the last time you see this car. Anyway, I had some problems the other weekend. This guy gave out on me. The governor on a turbo 400. So these apparently, when they go out, you're only in first gear and can't go any faster than that, can't shift gears, can't one second. Sorry. Can't shift gears, can't do nothing. You're just basically in first gear enough to get off the highways. Oh, and they are located right there. So you can see that right there, that cover. You pop that cover off and it's right in there. I thought my transmission went out. I was so mad. I was really mad. It's like, oh, it's running so great too. And then it's not the transmission. It was that. So that's a plus. But anyway, I replaced it. Rory had one out back because I didn't have a new one. And I don't have the money to buy a new one. So I pulled out one of the junk transmissions out back and it fit in this thing. So in order to get to that, I needed to pull my front drive line, those 4 bolts there, and this one here. And funny story, it snowed the other day and these tires absolutely suck in the snow. I guess it was ice and snow, and it was sliding around everywhere because I didn't have 4-wheel drive, because I took my front drive line out that one day and I never put it back in. So today's that day. I'm gonna put it back in and I'll have 4-wheel drive again. The one time I needed it probably all year long is probably not gonna need it again. So yeah, that happened. Where'd all these tumbleweeds come from? And my box is getting worse, so you know what that means. I gotta upgrade to a 2-wheel drive box. Put a 2-wheel drive box in it, run a drag link from there to that knuckle. Where is all those tumbleweeds coming from? Look at the other one. To there, I gotta get a high steer arm. Then from there, it'll go off of this one to that one. So that might be in the near future, but for today, it's gonna be that drive line. So yeah, let me look, another tumbleweed. What in the actual fart face? So here we are, got all the tools. See if I can stab this drive line without burning my hand. This exhaust is very hot. I should have, a smart person would have let it cool down, you know. But shows you how smart I am. Anyway, there's that. I gotta take it out of 4-wheel drive real quick. Now it's a neutral. Transfer case is a neutral, so in theory, it should be able to spin. Just like that. Perfect. That end's done. It's pretty simple. And then put this one together. Just like that. Boom, bada bang. So my truck in the morning, it's about, I'm not sure how cold it is, but it's pretty cold outside in the morning. There's frost on the window, so I'm guessing about 25-ish in the morning here in Moab. And my transmission will not move until I warm it up. I get the fluid moving, and then that's when you'll start moving. It will not go in gear. It'll go in gear forward. It doesn't like it. You gotta rev it pretty high. Backwards, it doesn't go in reverse. You guys know why? Am I using the wrong transmission? Like the ATF? Am I using the wrong ATF? Is there a different kind of ATF that works better in the morning for colder, for like winter and stuff? I don't know. I thought you just fire it up and put it in gear and it should go, right? Not this one. Leave a comment and let me know what kind of fluid, if it is the fluid, or let me know what's going on with it if you guys know. So if you guys can see, I messed up. You see more threads on this upper one than the lower one. That's offset this U-bolt. So now it's not evenly tight, and that's what makes these bearings go out. It's too tight on one side and not the other, and it ruins the needle bearings in here. So what I'll do is just loosen this up. It's just like a U-bolt on a rear axle, if that makes sense. So loosen this up. Let's tighten this one. You want to have equal thread lengths on it. Do that. Boom, boom, boom. Done. There it is. Front drive line installed. So my seatbelt on this rear driver's seat in the back, it unraveled in here internally, and it was just hanging out and it was unsafe. So because my kids ride in this thing, so I went out to my buddy's house and he had one out of a Suburban. So I'm gonna have to, it had a bracket on there and I cut it down. I cut the old seatbelt out of it because they were riveted. This part bolts to the floor and this is gonna bolt to that now. But I gotta get this rivet out. So I gotta cut this side and then pop it out this way. Or just grind it flat or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I gotta get that apart. So yeah, hang in there. There it is. Got a retractable seat belt, and it clips in right there. Now I feel better. Now I got seat belts all the way around that all clip, on the front, the back. So there it is. I guess that's enough. I got basically everything I really needed to do on this truck. I'll go through and check the oils and antifreeze and all that stuff, but